AI is destroying your favorite VTuber's algorithm. It's been like that, so let's see. And also, we love Chacha in this household. Let's get it.
I wanted to talk to you guys about insider ball knowledge and algorithms. I think it's really important to talk about, at least for me. Yeah, guys, it's tea time. It's tea time. I was debating about whether or not I should talk about this at all. It might be a little bit controversial, but I don't
Go
care.
ahead.
I think I'm going to say something about it. Back in the day, about a year ago, I was doing a lot of multi-streaming on TikTok, okay? It was really easy for me to go into just chatting segments.
Yeah, don't multi-stream on TikTok. That's a good advice right there. Don't multi-stream on TikTok.
Where I'd hold up a popsicle and look like I'm like swimming in the water, and I'd do my just chatting segments, and I'd get 1,000 people, 1,200 people, 1,400 people, 1,600 people, and I'd be just doing just chatting segments, talking to people. Several other VTubers, you know, also utilize TikTok and you know, they'll do just chatting segments and stuff like that. But I noticed that when we were doing our Assassin's Creed Black Flag stream, that I was getting pinged for being unoriginal content.
Dang.
It didn't make sense to me. I tried doing a just chatting stream, no game. I changed my model. I thought, is it my model? Like, is it too sexual? Like, what is it? So I changed my model. Again, every 5 minutes,
Jesus
the
Christ.
TikTok algorithm would come over and say, this is unoriginal content, we are suppressing your stream. And so I played around with it. I experimented, and we turned off the stream, turned it back on, turned the stream off, turned it back on. And every 5 minutes, their algorithm would basically come in to moderate the stream to see whether or not they should push it to more viewership. Because I would be hitting 100 viewers, and then the TikTok system would be
like I don't. Here's a little bit of a here's a tidbit of it. I think it's kind of sus though. like getting a stream and then like suddenly like you get like big spikes on viewers. That you know, like you're never at fault with the algorithm to, you know, like they will deem you as sus because like a lot of people would bot their viewers that, you know, like they'll just blatantly push those bot viewers with like on like hundreds, tens, hundreds, just all at once. And yeah, like it's kind of like a safety measure when it comes to like that. Like, okay, let's check it out, like how stagnant or how frequent like viewers come in to watch the stream.
like, stop right there. We're not feeding you anybody else because this is unoriginal content. And I was like, why? That doesn't make any sense. I think it thinks that I'm AI. Why do I think that? Why would that be a factor? Recently, for a lot of reactive VTubers, all of our algorithms
Like
have been
me.
crap lately. But it's like, why? Why is it that TikTok believes that we are AI? It didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Oh god, like another thing. I like more and more, like every day when I wake up, more and more I believe in the dead internet theory. Like, do you believe in the dead internet theory where none of us are real? We are actually just bots on the screen, or probably you are a bot. I don't know. Like I'm having a existential crisis right now.
And so I was scrolling. Sens is another VTuber, and he's been on TikTok forever, and he got nerfed. But I noticed that recently he tried a flesh tubing just chatting stream, and then bam, he was able to get 200, 300 CCV on TikTok. CCV being like the people that were coming to stream,
concurrent
to see his
viewers.
stream. And it's like, oh my gosh, TikTok really is suppressing VTubing specifically. Again, why? I wanted to talk about what is happening
here we go.
in the VTuber space at the minute. I'm not trying to gatekeep when I say this, but let's stop
Don't gatekeep.
and watch the video for a little bit. So this is Leaflet. She's another VTuber. and she is working on
frick.
AI made VTuber
Let me move my
model,
shelf here.
and she's also working on an RPG game using an AI system.
Hey guys, Leaf here. I have an update. I was working on the project for a little bit today. The big things are, there are a couple new features I added. One of them was a little bit of smoothing, animation smoothing, so it pops a little bit now. It has a little intentional like jump that makes the animation switches feel a little bit more intentional, and I think it helps a little bit. And I also added
Right now it's kind of janky, but hopefully with a lot of improvements though.
a little bit of voice detection. I changed like how it detects so that it doesn't just cut out right away like when you're speaking, because when people speak, they usually talk in bursts, or at least I do. Some people also do that. It doesn't just automatically cut off if you wait like a couple like milliseconds between your next word. And then some other things I did was a little bit of smoothing for the emotions. So there's a little bit of changes there when going between emotions and stuff like that. Another thing I added was I added randomization. So now you can have multiple lead-in emotes and multiple outro emotes, so that you can run a random emote system where, say you wanted to, I mean, here in this case, I'll transmute my gun. Switching back to the original state and switching into the gun state.
Yo,
animation.
Stop.
So here's like an outro.
No, she's gonna shoot Chacha. She's gonna shoot Chacha.
She drops the gun.
Oh,
She drops
frick.
the gun and then transmute another one. And it's random, so it could play the same one multiple times, but here's another one. See, it plays like...
Stop pointing at Chacha. Come
No
on.
wonder TikTok believes that 3D avatars and 2D avatars used in 2D are AI, because this is becoming more and more common. The ability that AI has to do this is incredible. And I don't say that to support AI, but it is incredible the ability it has to transform these 2D characters into something more animated and moving. But this is why TikTok is saying, oh, 2D VTubers are AI, because this is more and more accessible. This is not a bash on anyone, okay? This is not what I'm trying to say. I am not trying to bash AI. I'm not trying to bash Leaflet. I'm not trying to say any of that. I like supporting people. But I wanted to explain what's going on in the space for people that I suppose would be like wondering, why am I not taking off? Why is it that I am live streaming on TikTok or YouTube Shorts and I'm not getting audience? Is it because...
All right, a little bit of advice as well for any new or upcoming content creators, streamers, VTubers, even if you're starting. Stream less, like around like 4 hours. Like the maximum is 4 hours, and like focus on like the rest of the time is just making videos. Like if you're gonna do like a YouTube short, or if you're gonna do like a long form video, like videos or offline content would garner up your audience, like your new audience, that they will find you. And when it comes to streaming is more of a retaining audience than a growing audience. Think about it this way. Like when you stream, it's all about like talking to your existing community or existing people that followed you or wants to talk to you. But when it comes to growing your community and like meeting new people, I would suggest you start making videos. Even if like you're gonna like make like slot videos, or if you're gonna make some highly edited videos, or if you're gonna like make a video about talking some stuff. Any type of content that you make for offline like video, like any videos, will guarantee, like I would guarantee you that you will grow with those. You would grow your channel, your brand, with making videos. And streaming is just a way to talk to your audience, have fun, interact with real time, and just overall like retaining your audience. So
I suck are like, why am I not growing? It's because TikTok and YouTube at the moment, the current culture is AI bad. Because what they want to prevent is slop content becoming super regular. But like, even
There you
then on
go.
TikTok, slop content is becoming more and more regular for AI. AI content, just no matter what, it exists. Shorts are constantly being fed. Have you seen like the AI series compilation stuff where it's like, I was reborn and now I have a second chance at life? AI does make content creation more accessible, especially if you can't afford it. However, the current meta not only suppresses AI, but it's also suppressing VTubers in general. It's lumping 2D VTubers into the AI slop category. And that's why this
Damn.
is so topical right now. Because there are so many people who are trying to grow, and basically by having this content more available, having it so much more easily accessible, basically takes everyone and throws them into a sinking ship unless you have a pre-existing platform.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
you've
sad.
already built and cultivated your audience where you're more recognizable.
Like, when she says like existing platforms, like she meant the like if you made your channel before the AI boom, you're pretty much good for life, because before the AI boom, like a lot of channels or like a lot of content creators or even streamers are pretty much, like they actually organic growth, and their channels and their stream channels or any other social medias are, are actual like authentic content, because there's like back then there's no AI. And unless like if you're good at like like VFX or Photoshop, so but yeah, back then you're pretty much good for life, where everything you make is authentic. And right now, like with a lot of AI moderation and a lot of AI slop that has been pumping real hard on every social media, like especially on TikTok and YouTube, like India, the shorts as well. Bro, like, I can't stop thinking about the skeleton man. Skeleton and Socrates, man. Like those type of videos, like video slop, man. Like, bro, like I can't stop watching. Like that's the reality of it.
It's like the rich stay rich. Does that make sense? I think this is really cool. Like I won't lie. This is really cool. However, I still do believe that if you choose to go the AI route, artists who make a living doing art suffer because AI is so much more easily accessible. So
Yeah, unless if artists would adapt to their environment, and like less bullying, more art made, they will still survive. Because at the end of the day, even if we're at the in the pinnacle of like everywhere is AI, there's gotta be people who would want commissions. There's still a demand. There's still a demand, because the current meta right now, like especially with audiences, they prefer having human-made art than AI. For other people who prefer AI to consume AI, are like they're just there to consume and not actually want the content creator to grow and to succeed. So yeah, the current meta right now for viewers is they prefer to lean more on human-made art than AI. But that doesn't mean you're not gonna like start out as an AI with AI assets. You can, but eventually you would move on with human-made art. Like AI assets is a stepping stone of your career. It is what it is, because I know for a fact that when you're starting out, you have like no funds, no money, like no assets in your name. So you have to like start small or start at the bottom. And then once you like garner up some funds, and then you're gonna break out. you're gonna break out from the AI assets and slowly turn your AI assets into human-made art. Even if like you're gonna rebrand, as long as like you actually have the funds for it. So yeah, start from something accessible, and then later on upgrade to upgrade to more authentic art assets and everything. Just upgrade, like slowly but surely upgrade.
For a lot of artists, because VTubing was started with the foundation of artists,
Mama will
True.
always love you.
will not work with people who support AI. So like, yeah, it's not a bash on whether you use it or not, but it is an explanation of why artists abhor AI. And it's one of those things where a lot of artists will probably be out of jobs, and that's just the reality of it, and people are going to be bitter because of it. So the world of streaming in general changes immensely because of AI, and I do wonder where that will lead in streaming and VTubing, content creation, etc. long term. Because right now, the meta is, like I said, AI bad. But in 5,
Yeah,
10
true.
years,
There you
are
go.
people going to be saying the same thing? And why will they be saying differently? Or the same? It's very thought-provoking. And so this is just something that I've been thinking about lately, especially as I, jumped on to do a stream for like the first time in almost like a year on TikTok. I just think it's interesting that like so far over the past, I don't know how long it's been. I think it's the past couple of months where YouTube and TikTok has cracked down on VTubing. Even if you are modestly dressed, it's been flagging creators that make content as AI, and it suppresses and it prevents VTubing from being more widely spread. And I think that that's probably one of my frustrations as a VTuber, because I got into content creation hoping to be more anonymous, and it's because I
Yeah,
have
there you
kiddos and
go.
stuff like that. But eventually, I would like.
Like, another thing is that I want everyone like who doesn't want to show their face have something to represent themselves, even if like for one, like they cannot, like they can't draw or doesn't have any drawing skills, and at the same time like they don't have any like money to do like money to commission a character design or a VTuber model. Like, you know what, like at this point, man, I pretty much like welcome like anybody who like generates their character design, because I want everyone to represent something, then rather than showing your real face. Because especially right now where like the internet is getting more getting more surveillance or getting more controlled by like the government or any type of government. UK government, mate, frick you, man. But it's like this is the one thing that to safeguard your personal information, especially how you look like in real life. So I want everyone to become VTubers, because if you it is better than showing your real face. That's all I'm gonna say.
To get to the point where I do more IRL content creation. But not everyone has that luxury. I do care enough about my anonymity that I want to keep my kids safe, and
True.
it's
There
a
you
hard
go.
balance. That's why I appreciate VTubing. I will say that I find it disappointing if VTubing overall was suppressed. AI is gonna be more prevalent and crazier and more impressive than ever. Like I said, this, when she starts transmuting her gun, it is so impressive. Things like this are only going to become more prevalent. It just makes me curious of how this will transform content and how it affects VTubers in the future and how it affects artists, because I do care about that. I care about VTubing culture, and I care about artists and their livelihoods. That matters to me a lot. Editing and people editing, and that's another thing too. Editors, editors, I think, are one of those people that are under-respected, I think. Content creators owe a
Holy
lot to
shit.
editors. And even on the editing side, there are so many AI programs and softwares out there that are trying to create clippable moments to put out there for content.
Oh yeah, like I remember, like I saw a Twitter post about like some new like Twitch VOD scrubber tool, and you know, like a lot of people are actually liking that tool, but then again though, like it's AI though, so yeah, more and more tools that relies on AI. It's, you know, like a lot of it will come out.
And yeah, it does make it cheaper for people that are creating content to use, but it also puts editors out of jobs too. So I mean, it's one of those things too. You know, programs and everything else is becoming more advanced to make those jobs, you know, formerly that were used in a more human capacity, out of business. And I mean, you know, times change. Things become more irrelevant and everything. And I do think that, you know, the art community, you know, deserves a lot of respect. I do think that this isn't something that's being talked about enough.
Like another thing, like I do agree that the art community needs more respect. But then again though, like we got bad apples that are like putting a bad name to artists that, like, you know, like they're getting lumped into this artist thing. Like I do appreciate artists that would, you know, like would empathetic and would actually look for a solution rather than go to any social media and starts complaining that they're losing their gerbs from AI. Like they rather just complain than looking for a solution or a workaround, because even if, like as I said before, like even if like everything is AI now, there are still people who need commissions and still need something to be drawn or to be created. And rather than just, you know, like focusing on like advertising their works or being you know, like making their reputations more good or more well, like talked about, like not like I'm just gonna say that like right now, word of mouth will guarantee that you will, like, your works are authentic, and more people would work for you, would want to work with you, because word of mouth is the strongest thing, like the powerful way of advertising than, you know, like share, like posting posting your portfolios. But you can still post portfolios, but more on word of mouth than advertising on social media.
Right now, how AI impacts the algorithm, like I said, on TikTok and YouTube, and what it's doing to VTubing overall. But yeah, no, this is so topical right now, how AI affects VTubing overall in the algorithm, because right now it's killing VTubers. And so many people that are trying to break out of the box from 5 viewers to 30 viewers. The thing that AI does for VTubing, because currently the tracking, you know, it's choppy here and there.
Yeah,
But
still
it's only
janky.
getting
Sweetest little
better.
cutie pie.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It's only getting better. And so the truth is that you make this more commonly used, and so many people start getting into VTubing.
Yeah, like, all right. With the statement of, you know, like with AI getting better, there's one thing that I always remind everyone, like the certain distinction between human made art and AI generated art is that more like AI generated art gets to be like, they generate more things perfectly. Like every time they generate, they will perfectly like the shading, the textures, like everything is just full details. And like you will definitely tell, like it is, like every detail is like sometimes spot on. And when time goes on, it will be like every generated, it will become like perfect, perfect, perfect. Unlike human made arts, you will definitely see like sometimes like inconsistencies and also like errors, mistakes. That's how you like differentiate, because that's how we as humans would make art, because that's the one thing that makes it more authentic, because there's human errors, there's mistakes, there are like like short measured things that like what like let's prefer that way, because I know it's a mistake, but we shall put it there, like as a way to separate between AI and human made art.
But you make something like this so easily accessible. It's hard to differentiate this between, 2D VTubing and stuff like that. And then you get thousands of people flooding an already niche space. And you get people complaining, well, why do I only have 5 to 10 viewers? And I do think that it takes a lot of soul away from VTubing. But is it creative? Oh, it absolutely can be, and it's going to be only more and more creative. If you want to do this with 2D art, something like this, to animate it and rig it, that's an extra $1,000 to add to your VTuber model. And that's one singular animation. Just think about the way that that's impacting things like our cartoons and stuff too. It's interesting. People, talk about, well, what happened to Disney back when Disney was really good and, people were hand drawing things.
Bro.
And then all of a sudden they move to a different art style because it's faster, it's easier to pump out those
3D.
videos, those movies, and the artistic form is lost. At the moment, my personal belief is that the current AI models and things being made cheapen the art of 2D VTubing. Not in the sense that it's going to be cheaper to buy art, because I don't think that we should praise the idea that, oh, this is going to bring down the cost of 2D VTubing and 2D art, because then people will charge less and everything. Because I think that, that people still, quality artists, still need a means to be able to support themselves and their livelihood.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like say something. They will try to say they will try to have like a price that would support their day-to-day life. But I would suggest I would just suggest any artist to learn another skill than relying on one skill that could help you with rent or the cost of living. Like, I know for a fact that everything around us are getting expensive, but at this point, man, learn a skill, more skill, not just like only art, but other art, like other art as well, like video editing or like VFX or 3D modeling or 3D animations. Like be a generalist. Or if art doesn't seem to be like working when it comes to become a generalist, go to other things that like you could still learn. Like, learning is fun. That's one thing. Learning is fun, even if like you're suck at it at first. But I will guarantee you that over time, when you learn a new skill, it will like not only it will add to your like skill set, but at the same time it will have fun doing stuff. Like, at the same time, you can actually gain another revenue stream besides sticking to art. Because in life, like, if one thing is going badly, the the best thing to do is trying to learn another skill and spread out yourself, like spread your skill set out there so that you could support yourself. Not like, don't put your eggs in one basket. Always have a diverse skill set or diverse eggs in different baskets.
But yeah, it does create an oversaturation for sure. But yeah, that's what I wanted. Again, I did not want to. This is not to berate or belittle Leaflet or anything. This is not diminishing. This is just an example. I was very impressed by this, and I saw it, and I was like, this is why TikTok VTubers are being suppressed in 3D and 2D. This is why. It's because AI is just becoming more and more and more and more accessible to the point where VTubing is seen as AI in their algorithm stuff. Oh yeah, she seems
Sad
very
reality,
nice, very
but
cool.
it is.
Absolutely. But yeah, I just wanted to explain and kind of give my thoughts about this because I do think it's super topical.
Yep. A great video. All right. I do agree what Chacha is saying, but all I can say is that as time goes on, and what she says, like, yeah, like more like AI is getting more and more prevalent and more like more integrated with any scene, especially here at the VTuber scene, that it will like everyone, or including like the AI moderation, would just like would just muddy the VTubers with AI. So it's a sad reality, yeah, but at the end of the day, though, like for anyone, I'm addressing anyone who doesn't like just sticking with, you know, like sticking to just, what is it, like just like traditional arts, or just, you know, staying with the mantra of like only human made arts here, AI arts bad. Yeah, you can think all you want with that, but as time goes on, as more and more people are more and more people are accessing AI generated art, until at the point where it is everywhere. Like, I will guarantee you, like, it will be everywhere, and more people would use AI because it is more accessible than, you know, having funds or finding the right artist, rigger, editor. It takes time versus like the convenience of having things made just by a simple push of a button. It's just how consumer works. This how like people do things, because it's easier, accessible, and cheap. It is what it is. Like, that's the entire, like, a majority of people would do, and not like yeah, there's other people, other people would, you know, like, go out of their way and invest on their VTuber career. They will get a model, they will get a artist, a dedicated artist, and a editor to do their making content. But when it comes to like a day-to-day Joe Schmo who wants to actually start a VTuber journey without having any like resources to access with, like, the first thing comes in mind, like they will just use AI. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. That because it is more accessible than having to garner up some funds to actually do some stuff just to make content as a VTuber. But yeah, it's kind of sad the way things are heading, but it is inevitable. So I would suggest everyone to adapt or learn a new skill set, or, you know, just be empathetic to people who are actually started out as AI assets. Like, help them break out of AI and let them love the aesthetics of having human made art as their models. Encourage them to break out of the AI ecosystem and let them join us at the glory of being human made, instead of bullying people of having AI assets. because that like that if bullying people who started out as AI assets, that's not how you get customers. That's how you that's how you scare away customers. And that's why like a lot of artists, like their commission slots are always open, always empty, and it's full of crickets, because they would rather spend their time virtue signaling, bullying, and like making their like tweets like they're sitting at an ivory tower, that saying things that you can or cannot be, like you cannot be a VTuber without by supporting AI. That is just like bad for you. Like that is just a way to sabotage your chances of actually helping people, and also like earning your wage, you're earning your living just by like scaring away people just to garner up some virtue signaling points. That is not it.